What is up, guys? Just give me a couple minutes and we'll get into it. I'm just getting some coffee real quick, and we'll start in about 3 minutes, I'd say. What is up, guys? First YouTube live stream in a very, very long time. It's probably been multiple years since I've done one. But I am here. Tonight I'll be answering any of you guys' questions and gonna be exploring around a little bit. Work on some experimenting on some new ship designs too. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from editing because I've been going, what, 6 days straight editing the Giga Survival guide, which honestly, even though it's not rendered yet, I could honestly play parts of the episodes too on stream if I wanted to. I'm sure that would be okay, but I'm not going to do that. Not right this second. Um, so right now I am chilling in the Starliner. This is honestly an amazing vessel. Check this ship out. Oh, I can't even zoom out far enough. Let's just get out of the seat. If it'll actually let me. Game? Why am I disappearing? What is going on right now? I'm disappearing. Oh, there we go. That was a weird bug. Ah, I got a little stuck on the ceiling. Alright. Well, this ship is wicked. We're gonna explore around this just a little bit before I get into working on some ideas, because when I first spawned into this ship, I was just thoroughly impressed. Curious what that button does. It looks to be parts for escape pods in here. The interior on this ship is wacky. This thing is so pretty. Um, the like grand auditorium in here. Like, holy hell. Oh man. The things people make in this game are so insanely impressive. My shadows are going a little wacky right now. But this almost has like a cruise ship feel. Oh, look. The rooms are even done. Holy hell, even the rooms are made. Toilets and all. Wow, look at this bedroom view you get. Can't really jump up onto the bed, but gotta admit, it's pretty nice in here. This is chill. Dang. Very cool. Oh, and they get their own little life support in here too. That is wicked. Got all the little rooms. Wonder where this door goes. That looks like a giga door. Do I have to pull a switch? Whoa, giga door. Whoa. Oh, this goes into like, ooh, wow. Goes into like the it's like an airlock door type thing. Likely the loading bay. The trees are even so cool. Oh, they're made out of hoses. Oh, I wish we had the flowers in survival. It'd be cool if they got added. But they're made out of hoses to make the branches. That's so smart. Quality. There's so many seats in here. Wow. Fairy Aerospace. Oh, there's an elevator. Well, I think I will. Why not? What up? How's it going, Dream Big? Welcome, welcome, man. I'm exploring this wacky ship right now. This thing's crazy. The Starliner. This ship is insane. Look at the auditorium. This ship is wacky. Let's just keep going up the elevator. Whoa, we're going to the top of it. There's a freaking skylight. That's insane. This thing is crazy. You should see all the different flight modes it has too. Oh man, look at the chandelier. All the way to the top floor. Take me up, Jeeves. Oh, whoa! What the? Oh, man. Well, what do these buttons do? Right door opening? Oh god, is this going to the outside? Oh shit. It is. It's like a cargo loading door. Oh wow. Well, I'll give you a little look. Uh oh, you were working on your ship? Nice. Yeah, this one is a very cool one. The name of it's on the bottom. Let me raise my speed. It's so large I have to have a higher speed setting just to get around this thing. Here it is. Yeah, it's the Starliner 100. This thing is crazy. Has a very NASA vibe to it. I have the wings folded right now, and it has a bunch of different flight modes. It's in compact mode right now. Look at the engines on this thing. Feels like a cruise ship. You still haven't left the starter system? Oh, I feel that. Yeah, take your time. There's plenty of time, honestly. Look at the engines. The engines are insane. Look at that. Oh my god. How do you even do it? What are these? Oh my god, these are all little bevel pieces. Oh lord. They're all little singular bevel pieces. Oh, hey, what up, Suzuki? Yeah, this is my first live stream in years on YouTube. I make a bunch of Starship EVO content on YouTube already, like videos, survival series and stuff, but I don't really do live streams. I do it on Twitch, if so. Nice. Oh yeah, Space Engineers. This game has a lot of parallels to Space Engineers. I think of it as Space Engineers and No Man's Sky combined together into like the perfect dream game. All right, let's go back inside a little bit. I want to see a little bit more inside this vessel. This thing is crazy, guys. This vessel is insane. That is one thing. I played this game a lot over the time I've been on Evo, but I haven't explored many players' ships. I've just mainly been playing the game. So a lot of these, I've had blueprints sitting in my inventory for a while that I've just never looked at. Okay, so this just goes back up to the cockpit. Let me show you the different flight modes this thing has. It has like 5 flight modes. Check this out. Let's go ahead and get in it. And we can just spin the seat around. There's like a seat riser thing here too. Look at that. Welcome, Captain. Happy to see you again. But let me see here. So let's control the ship. Let me show you this. Okay, so we're right now in compact mode. Let me change it back to atmospheric flight mode, which just changes the wings like this. This is how it usually would be. Um, did one of the missions where you got ambushed. Now you're building a battleship. Oh, yeah. I feel you. Make sure the weapon power is like over 300 on it. Having played Volt, it's very hard not to see it. Neither, yeah. Yeah, exactly. The build system in this game, the fact that you can combine like all the grid sizes together is the most insane thing. All right, so check out this second mode, guys. The VTOL. Look at this. Look at the back engines even turned down. That is insane. Look at that. Man. And then there's a third mode. It's gonna go into space mode. Look at this. Oh, it looks like one of the engines got caught. Okay, so let's change it back to the first mode. One of the engines got caught on the ground, it looks like. It didn't turn one of them. So now it's going to change back to the other mode. Oh no, is the engine going to be able to spin back? Come on, engine. No. I think the right one might be stuck because it might have bumped into the ground and stuck the rotor. Let me try it again. I'm going to try to go into space mode again. We might have jammed this right rotor. Oh, this thing is insane, though. Yeah, and even in Space Engineers 2, they only made it 2 grids that you can combine together. It isn't, there's no, you can't go in like infinite grids, which it would have been really cool. So it looks like I permanently screwed one of the engines up, guys. Oops. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I swear. I ruined it. I broke the engine, guys. Ah! I broke the right engine. Well, that's the thing. I tried. I just tried to toggle them all back, and the what happened is that since it got stuck on the ground, the rotor got jammed. Oh my god, there's skee ball. There's skee ball in arcade games. There's even pool tables. Yeah, it is very expensive. I just probably ruined an extremely expensive engine. The arcade games. Yo, I want to play some skee ball. Yeah. Yeah, no, oh my god, there's vending machines. This is quality, man. So creative. Well, I haven't done anything like this. Oh my god, look at the lounge chairs. Oh, the chandelier is insane. This ship is wacky. This is impressive. Oh, you can look into the cargo hold. This ship is insane. There's a gym? There's a gym, guys. Oh man, we can lift some weights in here. What? Yo, this is so creative. How have I not looked through ships like this before? Let's take the staircase like a normal person. I can't believe like even the staterooms are made in this thing. Like if I go down over here, look at this. All the staterooms are literally built out. There's paintings on the wall. There's literally a bathroom and a shower. Oh, that's a weird shower. Why does it have a window straight into the bedroom, bro? Wait. Okay. Really nice view in the bedroom. Hey, I didn't build this. This is like some guy that probably worked on this thing for like 3 years. Like people will genuinely spend like a year or more making some of these ships. These really, really impressive builds are not something that are made in a couple weeks. Like this is months or possibly a year or more of work. This game has been around for a little while. I don't know when this ship was released, but I have a feeling that it took a really long time. If you look at the bottom of this thing, like look, so the bottom here, these are all decals. He had to do every single one of these little square decals under this body. Yeah, I don't know how long that would have took. Just as itself, it probably would have took days to do this. Because it's all across the entire hull. Look at this landing gear. Yeah, we definitely broke the right engine though. We snapped the right engine, guys. We totally broke it. It bumped the ground at some point and now it can't turn. No. What have I done? It's fine. It's fine. So there's even literally escape hatches on here. What is this? Is that an escape pod or something? Like that's crazy looking. Is that like a fuel tank? What are these little pods sticking out now? Oh, I could rotor. Yeah, I could toggle the rotor manually. Let's just sneak in here into the inner workings of this thing and find where the rotor is. If I could even figure out this complex beast. Okay, where's the... Oh, looks like I found a logic gate. What does this button do? Must press button. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Interesting. A button not connected to anything. Let's see. Would the rotor be in here? Aha. Well, there's the piston. I need the rotor though. What is that? Another piston? Man, I don't even know where the rotor is, guys. I'll be honest. I have no clue where it even is in that thing. That is a complex beast. Here, new solution, guys. There's always a solution, and that's despawn it. Ta-da! Problem solved. All right. Let's see what else we got here. There's a lot of ships in this collection. Oh, guys, I want to show you. If you guys have never seen um some of Naj 77's work with his like gnome and pixie and stuff. Like this guy blows my mind with his logic skills. But this thing is really cool. I've been playing around with the pixie. But then if you come back here, this thing is a complex beast. And this is apparently not even one of his most complex ones. But if you go ahead and tap that, we'll get control of these rotors here. I haven't found the actual key to open these with like just a singular key, because I'm sure he probably has just like one button to open these. But I want to show you the impressive origami that is literally, oh my god, that is literally this beast. Oh boy, look at this. Hey, in the end, Suzuki, it's all about having fun. Like, I mean, I put 700 hours in this game and I can't build anything nearly impressive as freaking Nash. It's wacky. Like, he's probably put like some of the highest hours into this game out of some of the players I've seen. Look at this. Oh, and just when you think it's over, there's more. There's more. I can't. Look at this. This thing is controlled by a mother brain. Oh, the craziest part is I understand like 90% of this insanity. Oh my god. People do make mechs, but I haven't seen any really crazy like a four-legged one or anything. Look at this. This is insane. This is all the logic for this one ship. This is bonkers. It's literally a supercomputer. This isn't even his most complex thing either. He's made better things since this. This is one of his older designs. The Pixie's even more advanced than this. Oh boy. Damn, Nash. It has a freaking AI that talks to you. Peter! Yeah, you got little stuff in here. That was a fun one. I don't want to manually refold all that, so we're just gonna despawn it. I guarantee you there's probably a key or a button somewhere, and I just haven't found it to just unfold it all. I will show you, I do actually have some mechs. I don't know if I played around with my mechs yet, because I do have actually some mechs. There's a few really cool mechs in this game. One of my favorite ones is literally like a Star Wars like TIE fighter mech. I'm not even kidding. And it has lightsabers. I don't think I have it right now, that blueprint. But let me go here. There's a couple mech suits. Here's the Exo Ant. This is a fun one. Oh, it immediately fell over. Ah. All right. Let's ride it. I got this. Come on, baby. We just need to get you standing on your feet. All right. This looks a lot like a power loader from Alien. All right, here we are. Oh, wow. It walks pretty fast. Yo, I haven't made any mechs in this game. In all the time I've played this game, I have never made any mechs. Does it have... Oh, it has guns. Oh, it has a mining laser. Ooh. You can aim it too. Yo, this is like a little mining mech. Oh god, I'm gonna fall over. It actually rights itself pretty easily. Let me see. Let me go down that again, see if it falls over. Oh, writes itself pretty easily here. Pretty cool. Turrets on turrets. You know, I'm not even sure about that myself. I know you can make like turrets with all kinds of ball joints. Like the guns you could connect to a turret, I think, are like 6. 6 is usually the maximum for most things for connection points, but I'm not really sure 100%. When it comes to weapons, combat, and turrets, that's where I'm not as knowledgeable. I can answer a lot more like survival and random general questions about the stuff in the game. But it seems like when it comes to combat, turrets especially, I haven't experimented with them a lot, honestly, in all the time I've played. Same with hovercrafts and what is it? Hovercrafts and oh god, we fell over again. What is the other thing? Oh, the mechs. With the thing where that's literally in front of us. Couldn't think of it. All right, let's check out this mech before it falls over again. Don't fall over. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, the parent thing. Is there like a little door to open this? How do I open the mech suit? Well, it has life support on it. This one's actually sealed. Is there a button or something somewhere? Uh, oh. Ah, I think I found it. Aha! Yeah! Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a storage unit. Okay, so if I get control, will it... No, it doesn't close. Hmm. Well, it didn't automatically close. Looks like I'm gonna have to get out of control. And... Oh, can I just interact with it here? Wait. How would I go about closing the hatch while I'm inside of it? Because I would think you'd be able to, yeah? Oh, it's right here. Oh, that's power. Oh, there we go. Toggle hatch. Aha! There we go. Um, so the shoulder was one turret, point elbow at target, then the elbow hand, second turret, and the chain, so the turret's aiming. Um, that may that may work. Something like that actually may work. I'm not 100% sure, but it may work. Hey, this one's pretty cool. Oh, it also has a mining laser. See, I haven't really played around with mechs in this game. It seems like the walking animation works pretty well. I thought it would honestly be a little bit more janky than this. I've always wanted to make Gundams. I wanted to make mobile suits so bad. But I've never felt skilled enough in this game to be able to get to that point. Huh. Yeah, I know. It's you could definitely experiment with a lot of things. If you're part of the Starship EVO Discord, a lot of the players there are super knowledgeable on that type of things, and they could probably give you a much better answer than me when it comes to turrets, especially, because they know a lot. All right, guys, enough experimenting around with stuff. I want to get experimenting around building something. I have some ideas. I've been getting inspired by all these crazy builds I've been seeing. Um, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of work building the mechs. It seems like. I mean, it's cool you can make your own walking animations and things like that. Okay, so what kind of grid block do I want to start with? We're just gonna start with the smallest starter block. Doesn't really matter. Let's get our symmetry going, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that on there. I might need to reset my toolbar. My toolbar is kind of a mess right now. I ain't gonna front. I don't really like it. Let me just get a nice fresh toolbar, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and reset it. Cause I got a bunch of things for the survival tutorial video. Have a good night, Dream Big. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a good night, guys, and I will see you sometime soon. So let me see. Definitely be looking for that survival video to be coming out very soon. I just gotta finish editing the final chapter. Let's get scrappy hole and normal hole because we're not in survival right now. So that should be fine. I'll get the rounded hole too. Let me see. I want to let's get some of our decoration blocks up here. Aha, yeah. So the bevel, tile, get some arches. Go ahead and get the reverse wedges. I haven't experimented with some of these round ones too much. This is good to experiment around a little bit. It's been a while since I've been in creative. Glow tile, always love some glow tile. Let's get some glass blocks. I'm just going to mainly work on some kind of aesthetics right now. But actually, I might work on a little bit of get a power core going too. We'll get the canopy. Oh god. I have it in windowed mode right now. Sometimes my toolbar or my hotbar is showing up like my Windows bar. I'm just going to go ahead and get all of that stuff. Yeah, go ahead and hop on that Discord. And there's a lot of people that honestly would give you pretty good answers on whatever you need. Oh, let's get the lights. Let me get a few internals here. So I want to get tanks, just some of the basics so we can get the layout for power and fuel. We'll get our hoses, conveyor hoses. I'm not going to work on storage probably yet, so we'll keep the conveyor hoses out. Do I want to have any of the transparent ones? Nah. Let me see here. I want to get reactor. Where's the reactor? There we go. And I could get thrusters. I could have them with me. All right. That's a pretty full inventory. I just want to put that last thing as paint. Oh yeah, we don't have any of our devices. Dang it. I will have to get rid of some of this stuff. I don't have any of my tools, guys. Symmetry tool. We'll just get rid of some of this stuff. The canopy. We'll get rid of the thrusters for now. I genuinely don't feel like I'm going to use the thrusters yet. And probably the grav tool. Where would I want to put this beveling? I got the glass blocks over here. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to keep on the bar. Let's get rid of the cones. I don't really use the cones that much. We'll just do it like that. Boom. That should be good. Nice little palette for us. All right. So let me go ahead and get some things figured out here. What kind of grid do I want to start with? I guess we'll start with a 1/4 grid. I want to start on a little bit of get an idea of a skeleton first, and then go from there. Let's go back to about 4 meters here. Yeah, we're gonna use scrap hole for this. All right, I think what I want to do is get a base angle layout going and then kind of build off of that. So let me see here. What do I want to do? Let me give... I'm going to go ahead and get this initial kind of idea of what I want for a shape. I like doing the initial layer a lot of times and then kind of building off of that layer. Do I want to taper it in? Do I actually want to possibly bring it out more? Yeah. And then go ahead and bring this in. There's going to be a lot of experimentation, and I don't really have any ideas of where I'm going to go for this build. It's just going to just play around, see what I end up making. Do I want to possibly taper it in here? Let's see. No, yeah, I think I am going to taper it in right there. Okay, so taper it. Go ahead and bring it back again. I think on this point, we're going to actually keep the angle for one more. And then I will go ahead and bring this back just to about there. Oh, I brought it back a little too far. We got to have that one block space in the middle. So that is 2.5 meters. Okay. And then what I want to do right here, I want to sharply bring it out. Probably do 3. I see. I'm trying to get the idea. 1.5 meters. Go out from there. I'm starting to get an idea of what I want to do here. I'm starting to get the idea. Because I do have a little bit of a game plan. Okay, looking at that nose profile. Not happy with the nose profile. Let's fix it a little bit. Not happy with that nose profile. I'm not feeling it. Let's go ahead and we're actually going to go add 2 blocks that side and just do something like that. Okay. I kind of want to round off the nose. I'll be honest. Let me see here. Yeah, let's just step the nose inward. Get rid of the starter block. We'll just keep stepping the nose inward here. I just kind of want to make it a gradual, but kind of rounded nose. Let me see here. I think that's pretty good. Oh, that looks much better with a nice rounded nose. It's a lot more gradual, and I think that might be our ticket. Okay, I would have to change grid size here, because it needs to be even smaller. Okay. So something like... No, it needs to be more snub. I think it needs to be even more snub nodes than that. Can I get away with a 1-1? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. So let's keep going on this. Because I am starting to come up with a little bit of a game plan of where I want to go with this. Okay. It always starts coming to shape as you progress. Go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to pull this in too. Yeah, and we're not actually going to meet that in. I'm going to go 2 meters on this side. And then what we can do, fill this in. Okay. All right. Gonna keep pulling the body back. I'm gonna give a half a block of separation. Let me see where this is gonna land. Let's just do this. Okay. Right about to there? No, right there. All right. And then gonna work my way back. Probably give it a 2 here. Make it gradual though. No, I think a 1 looks better. Go 1 grid out. Yeah, it's a lot better with the gradual. All right. What am I building? I'm just experimenting, making random ships, basically. I'm just trying to get my base layout design, and then I'm just going to start building off of this. Um, I like to do this, like a little base idea, like a 2D idea, and then I start building off of that, making it into a 3D model. Um, and it's kind of a cool little planning process. Gives you a little bit more of a rough idea of what the ship is going to look like as you're going. Um, and I'm just kind of I don't really have a whole direction with the ship right now. I'm just kind of playing around, just doing random things, and just I haven't created a new larger ship in a little while, so I'm just experimenting with some ideas. I might taper it off a little bit more there. How about one more sharp angle there, and then possibly taper it from there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I'm thinking, for now, I'm going to taper this off, but I don't want it to be sharp. I also don't want it to be like that. I think we're going to go in another 2 and then just end it off right here for now and start working on getting an idea of what we're going to do for the actual body structure before I keep going. All right, so let me see here. Let's get the first kind of layer going. So how do I want to do this? I wanted to make the nose pretty snubby. At the same time, I don't want it to look too... It looks like a fighter. Will it be bigger? Not really sure. Like I say, I'm really trying, like in the initial planning phase right now, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with the idea. So we're just getting the rough structural idea shape right now. This looks good though. I like this. So let's just keep going back with this. Let's see what the nose ends up looking like when we connect all this through. Okay. I feel like, nah, that little front bit, I'm not happy with this. I think that just needs to be flat. Oh, I didn't bring that far enough back. So let's go and start it right there. Oh yeah, it won't work because I'd have to switch. Okay, so we have to switch this. Needs to switch down to a 1 now. Let's go ahead and get these filled in. So that's a little bit more of a flat angle. All right. Yeah, currently this is probably just the front half of the ship. I'm not really sure how far back I'm going to be sending it. Let me see. Do I want to change the angle possibly right here? Yeah, we could do that. So let's bring it up just a little bit here. And we could jam in. I'm going to have to get a mounting block for this one. ahead and put this one in. This leaves a little space under here. Guess I could just go ahead and put a block line. Could always store something in there in the future. All right. You thought the front was the back. Yeah, no, this is the front of the ship. That's the back. So my idea is probably going to be here. I might put some engine setups here and have a vent. These are going to be like vent intakes. I'm thinking engines on the back of those. We're gonna, like I say, I'm getting just a rough idea right now where I want to go with this. Let me keep getting this block layer. See where we end up. Oh yeah, I got to do this first layer with a 1. Okay. I just want to see what this ends up looking like. I really want to know what this nose profile is going to end up being when I get more of the idea of the actual shape. Okay, so we have to do another mounting block right there. Okay. Looking at these angles. I like the angles, at the same time, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about those angles. We'll see where it goes. I'm gonna keep going. We have a nice little spot here now for the captain's chair, the cockpit type thing. Let me see where my standing height is right now. Oh yeah, we need to definitely be going up a lot more. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we got to rise up quite a bit more here. I think what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. Could I taper it and go up one more? What's it gonna look like? Ooh, that's kind of clean. That looks like a little bit like a stealth bomber. Let's get a little bit of a stealth bomber look here. Okay, okay. We're definitely rising up now. We're getting a little bit more space here to work with when it comes to that opening on the bottom. Okay. Go ahead and get this layer in. Ooh. I actually really like that. Okay. Okay, now we're going somewhere. We're starting to go somewhere. We're getting the ball going. So let's make sure this matches. Okay, all that matches up. It's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. I mean, we're just literally just adding pyramids and inverse pyramid layers on top of that initial block frame I made. And this is a nice way to... I like building this way just because it's easy to keep following the lines. I mean, we go 1 step, 2 step, and we just already know what we need to do next. And it makes this pretty straightforward. And then we can get spicy with it as I get more of this body built up. It's all about experimenting with different ideas in this game and seeing what works, what doesn't work, what you end up liking that vibe of. All right. Let me see here. I think what I'm going to do is keep rising this up. Give it that second layer. Let's see what this looks like. I like the defined line it's starting to make here. Now, would I want to go and lift it up even more? Like possibly go like a 3 now? It might be too sharp. I don't know about 3. All right, let me look where I'm standing now. Okay, I might need to go ahead and grab a seat so I can actually see my sitting height. because I can't quite tell my elevation yet. Let's get a seat. What would I replace? We'll replace these window blocks for now. I don't see myself using these specific window block right this second. I think I have a higher chance of probably using an angled block. So let's just go ahead and put this on the arm. That's what I usually like to do. I think that should be honestly high enough. All right. Let me see here. Let me see where we're sitting. It's not bad. Okay, yeah, we definitely got to go a lot higher because I need to get to the windshield point. So we need to go at least like 2 blocks higher, 2 to 3 blocks higher for the windshield. That is the only way, or else the windshield's going to be just sitting too low. So let's keep working on it. But I will in just one moment because I have to use the restroom just real fast, guys. So I will be right back. Put the BRB on the screen. I really wish I had some proper music for us, guys, but I'm too scared to play music on YouTube. YouTube likes to strike you down with a fury if you play anything at all. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. BRB, real quick. I have returned. All right, let's get back into it, guys. I'm kind of thinking, so those little side bits that you see hanging off, I might put some light cruise engines in those. That would be kind of cool. I ended up getting another cup of coffee while I was gone too. Coffee, get your hot coffee here. All right, let's see. Go back to me scrap. Scraptastic. The only reason I'm using Scrappy Hole is it having some hopes of building this in our survival playthrough on the series on the channel. If I actually like this ship, I can bring it over and spawn it in the shipyard in the survival series. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see what it ends up being. If it ends up being worthwhile. Try under new tab or second desktop. Yeah, we're downloading the music. Yeah, that could be possible. I am probably gonna do a little bit more Evo streams. I mean, most of the time I've been streaming on Twitch for years now. I mean, I've been streaming on Twitch for like upwards of 9 years now. So it's kind of thinking I need to graduate up here. So right here after the second line, I'm definitely gonna need to graduate the entire hole up. But I'm used to streaming on Twitch and I can play whatever music I want over there. Even after all these years, I've never been copyright struck by playing like whatever music I want. It like genuinely they don't care when you're a smaller streamer. But on YouTube, they hit you with the fury of 1,000 suns. If you if you try to even stream a singular song, they will take down your stream. They'll blast you immediately. They have an AI that like always listens to your stream, and the AI is like, no, 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 copyright found, copyright detected, and they start freaking out. I'm so glad Twitch doesn't have that feature, or it does, I guess, but they really don't enforce it on smaller streamers. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do here, I have a little bit of an idea. I'm gonna go wedge this out. Wait, we can't wedge that out. So this angle, I don't know if I can actually, I can get it to work with maybe a square pyramid. And we gotta use a squared off pyramid, but that still doesn't look right. I think this back profile has to change. It's two things that won't work. So let's see. Go ahead and bring this back. Get a defined line going to this point. Bring this in this way. I want to basically change the direction of the line. So how do I want to do this? Kind of need to have a way to change the angle. Oh, it won't work like this. See, like I say, sometimes angles you won't get them to meet no matter what you do. So let me try something else here. Let me just redo these sides entirely. Because I think we should... Oh, God. I didn't mean to destroy that one. I should work on getting the actual initial hull figured out. And then start working that stuff. So let me see. Oh, one thing I could do actually to kind of give us at least a little bit more of an experience is, you know, turn up the game sound or the game music. I've had the music extremely low this whole time, so there you go. A little background music from the game. Then it's at least not pure silence. There you go. It's a little something something. Better than nothing, eh? Alright, so let's go ahead and work this. Let's go ahead and get an inverse, bringing it all the way back to this point. Just a big boy inverse there. I want to get more of a proper mount point here so I can reverse out the edge. Okay. All right. I'm starting to see something here. I'm going to get rid of the entire back because I'm clearly going to make this much longer and larger than what I've originally planned. It's starting to come together. There we go. Getting a little nice nose. All right, let's keep graduating this nose up, kind of get the cockpit going. Keep working on this cockpit profiling and just see what we end up with. Because I'm really curious what's going to end up coming out of this. Could I think might be a little onto something here. If I just keep working with these shapes, I think we're going to end up having something pretty nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that side angle we got going on. Do you have any themes or inspiration in this build? A friend birds to beat? I use birds a lot. So a lot of my inspiration comes from, well, I like dystopian stuff. And I really like Alien, Blade Runner, all that kind of thing. And I like to inject a lot of that styling, but I also like to keep realism into my build somewhat, not make them too insanely sci-fi, if I can help it. So like that Starliner that I was piloting earlier, something along the lines of that, where it has like almost like that realistic NASA feel, and I really like that about that Starliner, is it has that vibe of like something that you could see in real life almost, you know? And that's really cool. That like borderline. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do actually like the little background music. It's no Planet Coaster or anything, but it's got some pretty good stuff to it. I've thought about just literally playing like the Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo soundtrack, because like they're free, and those are a vibe, man. I could listen to the Planet Coaster soundtrack for hours. That actually could be something to do, because I didn't think about that until like now. Let's see. We're just building this up. As you can probably tell by now, the pilot seat is going to be sitting up higher. This is probably might be buried a little bit. I have an elevated seat. I really am starting to like this profile though. I really like these sides. I think that we're going to want to taper out further though. I think we want to honestly taper out even further. So if I switched back to a 1 right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's switch to a 1 again. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm going for. It's like almost like a Pathfinder futuristic space shuttle, yeah. Has a little bit of that stealth bomber spirit in there. Honestly, maybe that's the main inspiration for this build, is like the B-2 stealth bomber. That's kind of... I really like the vibe of that craft. And maybe a little bit of that vibe is getting injected in here a little bit. And I'm also kind of using the Absolution's Desire as inspiration too, which is one of my first crafts I really built in this game. And that ended up being a really elegant shuttle type craft. And maybe I'm trying to echo that design a little bit. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but it's fun. It's a nice little design. Been a while since I've done any just random brainstorming like this, just messing around, because there's not necessarily an entire vision for this right now. It's just plan it as I go, I guess. Get rid of any of these mounting blocks. Is there any more mounting blocks hidden in here? This one, these. All right, so there's the mounting blocks gone. Is there any? Yeah, there's one right here. I like to get rid of the mounting blocks. I honestly don't like keeping them. Okay. Still have to catch up with your new videos. We watched and binged the first EVO series. Hey, I really appreciate that. Glad you've been enjoying the series. Yeah, I've kind of put a little bit of the series on the afterburner for a few days while I've been working on that Ultimate EVO tutorial. So I haven't, episode 5 is where we're kind of paused at the moment. And I planned on, as soon as I get the Ultimate EVO playthrough, or the Ultimate EVO tutorial up, we're gonna go head first into more survival. And like I say, depending on how this ship turns out that I'm working on right now, who knows, this might be a ship that gets introduced into the new survival playthrough that I've been playing. Because there's, if you've watched some of the newer episodes, I have an overarching story. We're going full Star Wars with the new season. And I actually have an overarching story that I've been building. Ever since I switched to DaVinci Resolve, my editing is like going through the roof. I've been taking a bunch of DaVinci Resolve classes, learning a lot more about the editing software, and I mean, my editing has the skills that I'm learning. I could never have done any of this stuff in CapCut that I've been pulling off lately. And I've been using CapCut for years, and I figured out recently that CapCut is just so limiting these days. You gotta pay like for everything. Every little feature on CapCut is like premium now. Oh yeah, Absolution's Desire. Yeah, that was a fun ship. I actually pulled it out earlier today. I was messing around with Absolution's Desire. That might be part of the reason that I'm doing this right now, is because I messed around with the Desire earlier today, and it was just kind of nice to see her again. Been a while since I've seen that ship. All right. So, go here. This is a really nice look here. I really like the nose profiling we're ending up with. And I think we're about ready for the actual glass now. I'm probably going to start having the windshield. So honestly, looking at it, that top layer, the windshield might actually be pretty nice going across this. Or we want it on this layer. Nah, that would be a little weird. So, no. Having a cutout right there. No. I think it should be more elevated. I like having the elevated cockpit. I think that will be a good idea. And we'll just kind of go from there. Because I am not a fan of what I just saw just now. Let's see. Let's go up, back up. All right. DaVinci, yeah, video editor. DaVinci Resolve. The free version of DaVinci Resolve is like, it's like 6 programs in once. You don't have to pay a dime for it, and it basically does Photoshop and everything else. It's insane. There's this thing in Resolve called Fusion, and you can make like wild stuff. Like the limits are insane in Resolve. Okay, I really like that. I need to figure out where I want the windshield though. I feel I like the windshield line here. At the same time, I feel like the windshield line would look better up here. So, looking at these angles, would I want to possibly do that actually? Okay, so let me take the glass and experiment around a little bit. Where's my glass blocks? Oh, there they are. So let's go ahead and replace some of this with glass and just see what it looks like. Kind of go from there. That is lining up, right? Yeah. So let's replace all the wedges. Thinking about almost like a sunroof here. Bring it back all the way to this line. So something like that. Just get all the wedges done first. Oh, that was not a wedge. Okay. Is it a 1 block? Yeah, it's a 1 block. Ew. This one might be a little bit hard to finagle in there. Oh, never mind. Not too bad. Let me look at this. I like it. Okay. Let's add the other inverse in. Actually, I have a mounting point here. It's not the correct direction, though. Let's see how this looks. So there we go. Got the other layer in. Is there glass here? Yeah, there is. Yeah, I think honestly, I would want to keep it going up. And it would probably just go ahead and commit all the way up to here. Almost like a sunroof. Just get an inverse in this space. There we go. It's hard to see. Sometimes turning on the flashlight will kind of help you see the blocks. Know you're deleting the right thing. All right. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the build. Yeah, I have fun experimenting with these things. Okay. I like it. At the same time, I feel like it needs more to it. It needs more. Now, what would it look like if I took it down a block line? So if I brought it into this level 2, what would it look like? Let's go ahead and pull this whole windshield down 1 more block. I'm just gonna get, so you'd probably, yeah, you'd get the inverses here. Okay. Let's do that. And then this one would also have to turn into a wedge, or I mean the pyramid. And then it would go up 2. Oh, I undershot it. Let's not undershoot it too much. There we go. All right, I need to replace this inverse. This is how I like to make windshields a lot of times. Just replace the blocks. I find it easier because making windshields from scratch can be a hellish beast sometimes. Let's end that there. Bring it up. There we go. Okay. Okay, I like that. Adding the second layer definitely looks better. We're seeing improvement here. See, that's the only thing about the glass blocks is, you know, the whole seeing that stuff in space. You're not gonna, of course, notice that as much, but having bigger blocks is always better off. You're always better off with bigger ones a lot of times, because when you have small ones like this, you can run into some issues. I need to replace this block too. So this needs to get replaced all the way over. There. That's interesting. You know, I actually really like that. If I can find a way to get the glass, I think I'm going to wrap around. I am going to wrap. Yes. That is exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to have a wrap around here. Oh, right here. And then I'm going to pull out that line, and I'm going to keep that top line. But this angle right here, going all the way back, will be a windshield. Yeah, that adds a lot of visual depth to it. I really like that. All right. We can now change this side profile to be whatever width I want. So let's figure out a width that we'd like. I probably should work on that front profile first. I think I want to make this line go back gradually right here. See how that... So let's go right there. Oh, I have glass block. Oops. Oops. Let's see. So let me just taper this in by like 1. Yeah. So I'm going to taper this part into that part. And I think that'll look nice. Let's change back up to our bigger block grid to fill in this sport. Get that. And then right here would be a normal grid. And then we would get the smallest grid again. Put an inverse in this spot. But we'd have to do a half inverse. So how we could get this to work? Oh, it does meet. Oh, it works. It actually meets right here. Yes. Okay. I think I can make this angle work. Okay. Yes, I like that tapering right there. All right. We're cooking. We're cooking. Get the lighter fuel, guys. Get the grill fuel. Let's see. Bring it in with a wedge right here. Ooh, me likey, me likey. Has there anything new in the game you're excited about or soon to arrive feature? How do you like the new reticle versus... Oh, I love the new reticle. I did like the hexagon one, the original, but honestly, I prefer the new reticle a lot. And I'm also very, very excited for the mining. I want the tunnels, the cave systems, and the reason to use the drills. I'm very excited for that. So let me see here. I want to try to pull this out even more. I think I might be able right here to possibly do what I want. with that angled thruster bit. Let me see if I can get an inverse, like a tiny inverse to work here. Oh, it actually fits on that line. Interesting. Okay, so it actually fits on the line, which is very cool. All right, yeah. I think we're cooking now. I think I am getting the idea of where I want to go. Oh, it doesn't line up. No, I have to go one more block in, I think. Dang, I thought I got lucky with it. I think I actually got to go 2. I might have to go 4 here. That might be the only way this is going to work. No, wait, no, I think it's 3. 3. Ah, yes, 3 is perfect. Okay. So is this a 1? Yeah, it's a 1. So let's go ahead and get this next layer in. I need to save this thing. I actually haven't saved it since I started, so maybe that would be a good idea. But sometimes you just get in the groove of building and you just don't want to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Let me see if I can get this line up here. Oh, yeah, I need to lift it. I didn't realize. This one's got to go up an angle. Like that. All right. And then right here, fill this last one in. Oh man, I'm really liking that whole profile. And I think I want to keep doing the wraparound glass for one more go. So I think we're honestly going to hit this with another glass piece too. This will probably be the last layer for the windshield right here. I say that, but there's probably going to be more. I like windows. Nothing like getting a little bit of that natural light in. And natural sun rays that'll burn your corneas. All right. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of this body shape on top. Does that go? That goes back to a 1, right? Yeah, it does. It does indeed go back to a 1. All right. There we go. And we'll hit it with one more here. And that is also a 1. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I need to start working on a little bit of the bottom profile, because right now we have only worked on the top profile and it has a really flat bottom. We want to fix that flat bottom. We definitely do not want that. Is this a 1 or a 2? I actually can't tell. I think it might actually be a 1. Yeah, it is a 1. Good thing I chose correctly. There we go. Ooh, yes. Yes, sir. Could actually even make it more spicy, guys. More spice. More spice. Have you made any hovercraft? No. I'm scared of hovercrafts. No, I have not made any hovercrafts in this game. And all the time I've played this game, I'm too terrified of them. They're a daunting thing. You're daunting. You're scary. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to cut this edge all the way. Ooh, no, I actually want to keep that panel ceiling right here. I actually like that little cut in. Just right there. Work off of that. Let me get some of these inner angles so it doesn't look so rough in here. What up, 404? Hey, really appreciate it. Robotic arm and pick up something off a conveyor and place it onto another. Ooh, no. Sadly, I don't think that would be possible. Maybe. Oh, no. Probably not. The curved window, I think the whole block leak O2 presently. Yeah, there's certain I notice if you use a lot of window blocks in your build, like what I'm doing right now, sometimes you can end up having some issues pop up when it comes to pressurization for your life support. It becomes a little bit of an issue sometimes. So I kind of want to keep. Oh, okay. So I can actually replace this one right here. I was trying to find out where I could replace any more of the window blocks. Yeah, but 404, I do actually have that new tutorial coming out very soon too. I have a brand new tutorial series that's going to be much more updated. 1 giga tutorial, and it's going to be also a little bit of a celebration for the channel on me reaching 3,000 subscribers. That's part of the reason why I'm doing it, as a little thank you for the support on the EVO content. I wanted to make a more perfected tutorial series for you guys. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm doing like a double blade window. So I might actually bring this part back, like actually start bringing the hole back and make a double blade window here. Could I actually really like this. So I would go and basically start backtracking this back, or maybe just keep it somewhat like this. Actually kind of like that right there, just where it ends off right there. Okay, it's a nice design. I do like that. Okay. So one thing I think that's gonna have to change is the floor height. It's just too low. I need to start working on the bottom too. Oh yeah, continuous rotors would be awesome. I really hope Suna gets those going. Let me see if we could actually get these thruster setups here. I want to try. Oh, I think I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. Will it blend? That is the question. Wait for it. Oh, I think I did it. I've reversed the angle. I figured it out. Ladies and gentlemen, where to go? I can actually get the side thrusters on now. Yeah, where to go, guys? I'm actually getting the angle. It's coming back. Oh man, I haven't saved the vessel in over an hour. Okay, I probably should save. Gotta max that out. Yes. What designs have I made? Oh, are you talking about me or 404? I'm probably asking 404, I assume. Let me see. Because you guys have pretty much seen all of my designs. Anything I've ever made, I've pretty much showed on the channel. Let's see. Bring this up. Ooh, it's working. It's working. Things you love to see. Yes. Yes. I'm getting the side blades out. It's actually working. I'm basically making a reverse V-wing right now. Oh, good. Alright, I'm gonna start tapering it off, but gently tapering it. So like right there. Ooh. This is looking mean. Let's see what we end up here. I really want to see what this ends up looking like. Because I planned on putting basically some side thrusters in. So your big thing is you like making starships that have deployment stuff? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Sounds wicked. That does sound pretty dang wicked, man. Let me see here. Get these blocks out right here. Our little mounting blocks. Let me fill in this layer. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to taper off the top. Okay, so let's taper off the top gradually. We're going to go down to a 2, and then to a 1. And then we can actually get these things filled in. Because these are going to be like side thrusters to sum it up. I wanted to put air vents and possibly make these the light cruise engines. What you're seeing I'm building right now. These little things jutting off the sides will probably have the light cruise engines embedded in them. We'll see. Just really depends on what I end up wanting to do here. Everything kind of evolves. As you guys said earlier, I mean, my builds evolve over time. There's nothing that I really truly have a game plan for when I build it. I keep building. If it looks good, I say yes. If it doesn't look good, then I go no and backtrack. Pretty much it. Does my brain like it? Sure. I'll keep building it then. That's basically the only philosophy I have. Okay. Just need to get this last one on here. And I think I can get the actual main vent going. Okay, so I need to taper off this end. But how much do I want to taper it though? Like right there probably. Looking here. Nah, it needs to be a little bit sharper. Yeah. That I was thinking of. I was actually thinking of possibly embedding the landing gear in these things too. We'll see what ends up happening. I want to make them fairly round when they're all said and done. I know they look a little bit blade-like right now, but I kind of want to make them somewhat rounded off. Let's go about like that. Yeah. Okay, so let me try to establish the vent here. Because I think I have an idea. Okay. Nah, more. More! More! Let's go wild with it. Let's go 2 meters across. Nah, 1.5 meters across. Okay. Okay. People love building multi-stage stuff, like space engineers for the technical stuff and mods. Yeah, it would be I would love to see mods get developed for this game, but as it stands, Suna updates this game so heavily, so often, he changes the code that it's really hard to develop mods for this game because they break so quick. You'll break a mod really fast. So this little slot right here honestly looks like the perfect place to start putting the light crews in, honestly. Uh, so we're gonna go ahead and get this block line in right here. And then all we need is a flat line on top for now. Okay. Oh, yeah, the Naboo ship. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely get where you're seeing that vibe. You definitely got a little bit of that. You talking about like that silver ship? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Okay. I would say I could just make these equal, but I think on this side I want to have it even sharper in, possibly more tapered inward. This is highly experimental what I'm doing right now. I have no clue where this idea is going, but I like it and I'm sticking with it because of that. uh, so I'm basically, to sum it up, putting a giant vent system in here. I know I've said that a couple times now, but the vents are probably going to be made out of those flat small tiles. Kind of like what I was seeing Naj do with his Gnome and Pixie with those back vents. Short neck blackbird vibes. Yeah. So let me see. Let me get a mounting block in here. See if I can get this inverse. Do I want to... I think I want to bring that down. We don't want to do it just one layer. Okay. So maybe go... On the other side, it's 4 down, so I think I'm going to go 3 down on this side. I want to make it almost purposely lopsided. Okay. If I can get this. Alright. Yeah, because I have 4 on one side, 3 on this side. And I think that is going to give me the idea. I think I put that one too far. Or one not far enough, I mean. Right there. So let's get one more mounting block in here. Wait, yeah. Making sure I even had it in the right way. Okay, yeah, I like that. Uh, yeah, for sure. No, I agree with you there. I really do. Um, Minecraft, I mean, if you've been looking at some of the crazy mods on Minecraft lately, now you got the roller coaster mod for aeronautics. You could do like so much crazy stuff with those aeronautics mods. Like, I've really thought about going and hopping on Minecraft just to check out some of those aeronautics mods, like the create stuff. It's so cool now. The physics systems that people have implemented in Minecraft are wacky. Never expected it to end up going that far. So I think I actually am going to make this layer equal to the other side. So this layer... Oh wait, did I make it one lower? Yeah, I made it one lower. Okay, so we need to bring it up by 1. So let's go 3 maybe? Is 3 the ticket? Okay. No, 3 looks lower too. Maybe we should go to this with a lower. Maybe this will actually look cool with the unbalanced angles. But the thing is, what would happen when I go across? because that's going to be the interesting part. Would anything even be able to line up here is the real question. Okay, so I kind of answered my own question for me. No, that will not line up. So the only option I have here, get a mounting block. I think I can finagle this. So if we go ahead, end that off there, and then reverse the inverse, connecting in. Oh, it needs to be one lower. So connect into the inverse, like so. Make a wedge here. I know this looks really odd right now. Work with me here. Work with me. I have some kind of game plan with this. Because this is going to add a lot more visual interest, having this actually unaligned side here. You just gotta bear with me, and we will get it looking cool. Ooh, that is not lining up there, though. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Go back to the drawing board on that one. Okay, why is that? I have it on the wrong grid size, don't I? I do. I'm not using the smallest grid. Okay. Wait, I was using the smallest grid. Why won't that line up? Why isn't that lining up? Okay. One of these has the wrong grid size. I don't know which one. Oh, I think I know why. It's because I was starting it one block too early. That was our problem. I have the mounting block in the wrong spot. That was our issue. Makes sense. Let me see here. Okay. Let me see if I can get this to actually look right. So we're gonna go... Okay, so that lines up right there. And then bring it back. So it needs to match this angle right here. Whoop, too high. Let's go right here. Okay, okay. Bring the wedge back. End it right there. Fix the block line. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Okay, okay, okay. Playing this game and watching Space here do these videos inspired me to build another voxel space sim. Oh yeah, you were talking about that. I think it's really cool. I definitely want to try that out when you get further along on the development process, because that sounds very wicked. I'm gonna actually bring this line going here. Can I actually get an inverse to match this angle? Ooh, yikes, no. Okay, so how many would I have to go? 3, I think? Yeah, we'd have to go 3 in to match the angle, which is totally acceptable. So, 3 in there. Okay, I really like that random weird wedge there. I don't know why I like that, but I really like that. It adds a lot of visual interest. And visual interest is very important, guys. Having random elements like that really can set a build apart. If you keep, what is it? Building upon those ideas and kind of expanding upon the concepts, you can sometimes end up with some really cool stuff. Sometimes you'll just end up with goofy things and then you end up deleting it, but It's really a roll of the dice when you make some kind of experimental design choice. I really like that though. Would I want to taper it off possibly and make it have a softer nose? So maybe like a 2. Like a 2 right there. See, it wouldn't match right there though. But could I get it to match? Is the ooh, wait a second. Wait a second. I think we might be in the money here with a squared pyramid. Ooh. Ooh, wait a second. Wait a second. Keep building upon that. Interesting looking. Whoa, what is that? Ooh, interesting. I really like that. Okay. It's an interesting angle to work off of. Okay, okay. I want to build off of that. I think I have an idea of what I want to do with that. So let me get this filled in here. I think I want to, inverse right here, honestly. Because I'm thinking about having some little fins spit out the sides. Maybe some stabilizing fins. Aha, aha. Yeah, so let's go ahead and add this edge. We're cooking. We're cooking. I got the lighter fuel. Okay. Bring this edge in. Okay. Let me save this thing. I haven't saved a single time since we started. You might have answered partially the question, honestly, where the guns will be. Right, possibly under here. We might end up having some cannons mounted in. Could I plan on having some vents in here? Possibly the light cruise engines on the back sides of these, and I might end up putting some artillery cannons embedded under this point under here. Yeah, let me save this thing real quick because we haven't saved a single time since I started this. It looks like 3 holes right now. That looks crazy looking. That is wild looking. We're making some kind of weird experimental beast right now. Let's give it a very experimental name then. XVL 2285 what do I want to name? What do I want to name it? Oh hell. It's got the flavor. Project flavor. Yes. It's got that flavor. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm really liking how it's looking so far. I definitely need to think of an actual proper name for it. But Project Flavor will do for now. Okay. So I'm thinking about getting this next block line, bring it down, match it. Yeah, let's bring it down and match it with the body line real quick. Bring it so that then we have a full completed layer of the build. Why am I having trouble connecting to that? Okay, game. I'm using the wrong block size. Oops. Oh wait, we need to have it doubled. There we go. Yay! Okay, that was our answer. This thing is going to be a heavy beast. It's going to probably have some low heat levels though, because we're using tiny blocks. So it's probably going to be fairly heavy because of that. I need to be careful how many of these tiny blocks I use, because you will raise the weight of your vessel immensely doing this if you use too many of them. Wait, don't go 3 down. Just 2. Right here. I gotta actually do a weight check on this. I haven't checked the weight at all. It isn't too bad though. Or I wouldn't think it would be too bad. Let me get another. Yeah, I'm just going to think. I don't know if I want to match this angle all the way or not. Let me get a flat edge on this first, and then we're going to go from there. Because I can always just delete out those pieces. I just want to get this defined line layer right here. That's really what I'm looking for. Just to know what this necessary line ends up looking like. We're basically stacking this thing, building it in layers like a freaking 3D printer right now. Okay. I might have enough space in here. Let me see. I want to see how much rounding I want to do to this too. Because I planned on rounding it out. Okay, so you can kind of see where the body meets there. All right. Super Space 3000. Wish there was a way to merge blocks. Yeah, that would be a lifesaver for these windows. God, if you could merge blocks together, then you would never have these issues where like the windows got like that look. Well, I'll figure it out. I can smoothen out the windows. I can definitely make them look better than what they are right now. I'm definitely going to make a little bit of changes to them. So yeah, I think I'm going to actually have that flat edge right there, and then possibly mount a fin. Okay, so trying to figure out, let me close off the bottom layer of this, and maybe we could start getting the idea for the actual vent going. So I'm going to bring this back to about halfway in. Yeah, so like right around in here. And this is where we can close it off. Okay. Yeah. No, maybe even a little bit further back. So let's bring it all the way to the back of this line. Let's just commit to it. And just do that. Okay. So that would be pretty nice. It's not going to be really necessary to fill in these hollow spaces, really, if I want to keep my weight down. So we might go ahead and keep those unfilled for now. I don't need that block. I don't really know why that was there. I'm just trying to make sure any of my mounting blocks are getting deleted. I don't like keeping mounting blocks inside the vessel. I never have. I've always been like that with all my designs. The little mounting blocks staying there bother me. I'm very OCD. Let me save this just real quick. I gotta take a little bit of a restroom break, just real fast. And then when I get back, we're gonna probably pop the light cruise engines in, try to shape around those, and keep working on the vents. So BRB, guys. I will be like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll get back into it. How to turn off mirroring when you do it. Yeah, I know, right? I wish there was an undo. Undo would be so good because you don't know how many times I've accidentally deleted something I didn't want to do. Anyway, BRB, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Hey, Excelsior, I'm sure another sale on this game is going to be coming soon. If you don't have the game in your library yet, I mean, I'm sure that we're bound to get some kind of sale on Evo at some point soon. I don't know when the last sale even was. probably a good few months ago. So let me see. I think it's actually really easy to switch this into multiplayer. All I have to do is literally just, let me save the vessel real quick so nothing bad happens. Save it. And I think all I gotta do is this. Multiplayer lobby. Open lobby. Public. Lobby ID. Wait. Oh, you can have up to 32 players? Holy hell, wait a second. I thought it was only 8 players. 32 players? Wait a second. Since when was it 32, guys? There was only 8-player multiplayer. It's 32 now? What the? Okay, well, the multiplayer lobby's open. You guys can join. You guys can start building whatever you want. If you want to start building your own crafts. Alright, I'm going to change a little bit of this top profiling. Let's see. So I'm going to add another layer to this. Yeah, just do a 1. And then do a 1 on this side. Dude, that's crazy that it's 32 players now. Like, when did that happen? I literally just made a video like a week ago saying that we have 8-player multiplayer now. And now it's freaking 32. What did Suna do? I didn't even see a new update come out. I don't recall it being this many. Alright, I'm gonna bring this wall even further back. Ooh, lag spike. Did someone join? Lag spike tells me someone may have joined. Would it tell me if someone joined? I would think it would say like, someone so-and-so joined the session. I don't know. I guess I see if a random player pops up in front of me. I just get jump scared by some player. Hi, how are you? There we go. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just me on my lonesome. That's crazy though. The 32 freaking players. That I gotta almost make a new video for that. Just that in itself. All right. So what I was gonna do here. Initially, we're gonna have a glow block line back here. It's so bright. Let's make it orange. Oh, that's more reddish looking, isn't it? Orange. Yeah. What about it's still a little too bright. What about darker blue? No. Purple? Let's get some vents going and kind of go from there. Multiplayer fixes and the devil. Yeah. Yo. The multiplayer reviews or the reviews for the game have been sometimes a little bit scathing, but I think people are a little too critical of the game, I'll be real. Just my personal opinion on it. I think people have been a little too crazy critical about it overall. I mean, give the guy a break. It's one man doing all of this. That's how I feel about it anyway. I need a mounting block under here. Oh wait, I think I could do it this way. Oh wait, no, this would work. So I could go like that, and then like this. Yeah. So I'm sure okay. So this is how it works. Okay. I understand. Get a layer. And go. Get a layer. And then go. I'm understanding how to do these vents now. They're not actually that hard. I thought they would be a little bit more complex to do, but this is actually pretty breezy. Ah, oops. Come on. There we go. Just get this last one. Oh, what? There we go. Get rid of those and that. Yes. Uh-oh. We need one there. We need one. Actually, this does need to be the line right here. Right there. And then let's get one on the bottom. Oh, yeah, it worked. Green. Yeah, green actually sounds pretty good. Green. Let me see what green would look like. Let's switch it to like maybe a darker green. I don't want to go too intense with it. Ooh, spicy. I do like the spice that that green gives. All right. All right. Okay, so I need the second layering. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to get a separation in the middle. Right here. Split the vent. I'm going to split it. But I actually want to give it a little bit of breathing room. So I want to basically make a dual-sided intake. Let me see here. What do I want to do here? So yeah, just like something like this. Go kind of like meet it in the middle, like a little bit of a bow tie type thing. So maybe go a little bit further. Like so. Come from the top? No. Let's see what this would look like. That supporting column there. It's port to port. Player server, yeah. Yeah, it should be just normal public server. You should just be able to just join. You don't even need to be like my friend or port forward anything or anything like that anymore. Let me do it like this. And then add possibly a pipe there. Let's go and add a double arm here with a beveled front. Okay. And then beveling. Oop, wrong direction. Right here. Bring it back. Right here. Bring it back. And then the other corners. Oh, we can actually phase them kind of through there. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. And then what's gonna do? Can I make these flat wedges work? I need a mounting block. I need to mount it off of this. Okay. That. Okay. Okay, that makes a square. Meaning, I do this. Like so. And then get another one. And go down here. Leave a space in the middle. wedge, I guess. Let me see here. Mounting block. Wedge it down. See what this looks like. Okay. Let's go with an inverse out this edge, maybe? No. Squared pyramid, maybe. Meeting in this middle area here. The wedge. Let's see what this looks like. I don't like it. Oh, we want to match that though. Let me do maybe a double inverse there. And then maybe on this side, actually terminate it correctly, possibly. Oh, wrong block there. Thinking about bringing, so bring that, reset, bring it out to a point where it would meet right there. This side has to be a wedge. Okay. And then I think you can just do a bottom wedge here. What is this going to look like? Would I rather do the beveling? I know this looks a little odd, but just stick with it. Stick with me here. And you'll see kind of my idea I have for this. Alright, so would I want to use the beveling there really? Because in reality, I'm going to probably switch to another type of block right here. I don't know if the GitHub has any kind of like guides on that kind of stuff. I'm not really even sure. I know before they did added the port forwarding thing, I actually couldn't play the multiplayer at all because my router, I couldn't do that port forwarding thing. I live in a household where I didn't really have access to the router to be able to do that kind of changing of settings. So I just had to wait for this update to really even be able to open a multiplayer lobby. Is that lining up? I can't tell if it's lining up or not. No, it looks like it's slightly off. But it's like so slight, you can't even tell. Okay. I think I'm going to terminate it right here. Okay, so that's going to terminate. And then on this edge, it would keep going down. Let's just line that edge up and see what kind of inverse I'd end up with here. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, I almost had the edge meeting down to the bottom. I think I might need to go with a full-on inverse here to meet this correctly. I need a mounting block. Bring the edge all the way down. And then we can terminate right here. And that is what I was looking for. These are the angles you're looking for. All right. We'll go ahead and get that in. And we can go ahead and terminate that all the way down. Right there. So this other side, I'm probably going to do that same vent set up. Let's get our bevel vent again. So yeah, it's like a twofer. Oh yeah, we don't have as much space on this side. What if I just did with like a 4 on this side? Like, keep going with that, you know, lopsidedness of the vessel. Nah, it looks a little weird with a 1 there. Don't want to make it too off. Okay, I think that'll be good. And just add a wedge in right here. Okay. Maybe like wedge it all the way across. Okay, so we need to replace that. So wedge it all the way across there. Terminate this with a squared off pyramid. Just to end that. That would work. Okay. So I'm kind of liking the smaller vent intakes there. A little bit more than this wide intake. I think I might actually change these to small intake too. Just like so. Oh, right there. Yeah. And then this side. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So let me see. Let me get a wedge on this side. Go down here. Yeah, I don't like that necessarily. I think maybe go with a pyramid and then block off the back. I could hit this with a wedge right here. Make the intake make sense. And then I could probably do a wedge on this side. Smaller wedge though. Go tiny. Oh, we already were kind of using the tiny wedge. So let's go like halfway down with it. And then terminate it into a inverse. Like so. That could work. Yeah. All right. So I'm looking here. I might want to... I kind of like that whole idea I got going on over here. And maybe we'll just copy it in a smaller scale. So I'm going to keep that side aligned, but maybe hit it with this kind of thing. That could be a possibility here. Yeah. All right. So keep that. The inside of this should be fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll stick with that. All right, let's keep shaping out the front of this. Oh, yeah. Oh, my parrot? The multiplayer is still not working? Are you 404? Are you on the experimental version of the game? Because I'm on the experimental version, and I know that's the one that has all the new multiplayer updates, so that might be the issue. And also, I've never had a Julo on stream before, my parrot, but sometimes she could be heard in the background a little bit. There has been times where I think she's been heard on the background. But other than that, I don't think Jula's ever been on stream. Okay. Let me get my little pyramid right there. I'm going to pull this with a sharp edge. I think that's the same length. Let me see here. Is it the same length? Ooh, nice. It is. Okay. All right. Now start tapering it a little bit. Ooh, let's get that, and then that. There was a patch update an hour ago. What? I didn't know about that. What? Now that I did not know about. I had no clue there was a patch. I might need to restart my game. Oh no. I had no clue. Because I've been in this session with you guys for quite a while now. See, do I want to go? This is the thing. Maybe I don't want to put anything right there. But possibly. Let me see. What if I did this? And then. Yeah, there we go. Trying to find a way to go ahead and terminate that one angle. Sometimes it's like a Rubik's Cube trying to figure out the puzzle of getting your angle termination correct. Because you can make most angles work in this game. It just takes a little bit of work sometimes. I think we'll just taper it even more there. All right. I don't know if I want to do a termination like that there, or if I want to fang this, possibly fang this. So if I fang it, I would go and possibly hit it like this. And then hit it with a reverse, just like the other side. Reverse, reverse. Oh, actually, now if I'm going to fang it, I need to fang it one short. Because this side needs to have a block. Okay. Oh, a wrong axis. So we got to go stretch it out to these points where it's matching. I think right here. Okay. And then the fang reverses back right here, terminating at that point. And then terminate right there. Okay. Printed current experimental version. So 2631A. That's what I have, I believe. If you look at my top right, that's what it says, 2631A. So that would mean I am on the newest version. Thing is, I've been in this session with you guys for like over 3 hours now, so my game is definitely not up to date if something came out like an hour ago. It might be worth checking the Steam real quick. I might need to actually exit out of Steam and then rejoin it. Okay, so I am going to actually go with this fang entirely. I really like this. this is actually, I think, how I want to implement the weapon system. Okay. Yeah, we're really starting to cook now. I'm going to bring this line back, and we're going to actually go with this. I'm going to commit, because I really like how that angle's looking. Need a mount block. Oof. Oh, that's because that's one in. Right there. Oh boy. Let's see if it will let me get my angle. Oh, don't want to overshoot it. Here, let me see. Right here. There we go. I took a little bit of finagling. I'll restart my game here in a second to find out if there is an update, because I am curious. That might actually fix it. The long people with noses. Nice. Quality. Let's see. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we can just go ahead and terminate this angle all the way in. Like I say, I'm just going to straight commit to that wing coming back down. And possibly connect in that one edge there too. Like so right here. This little webbing going into the main body of the ship. Have like a reverse joint right here. Okay, let's go with a reverse wing joint right here. Ooh, it's got to be longer. Okay. Body will have to compensate if I'm doing this though. Still not long enough. I keep undershooting it. Let's see. Right there. Yeah, so these angles are going to have to change. So this angle here. So we would be going back in from here. I want to terminate right there. I got to do that. And then adjusting this angle. It's got to go right here. See, this is the thing. This is changing the entire body right here. I don't know if I vibe with that. Wait, we can actually make these possibly work. It's going to take some finagling. Can I get this to actually fit? We might have to go with a little bit of a hole change right here, where it doesn't perfectly line up right there. And you know what? That actually looks fine. Okay. So we're going to bring up this top edge too. Go ahead and have this separated line still. Where is that ending? It's right here. Oh, that isn't right. Let's just keep the wedge line right here. I think that wedge line looked pretty good. Okay. And then we're just just going to keep going back with this too. We have the wings angle to stay flat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some angling wings. Yeah. I was thinking about doing some wings with like the rotor systems and stuff that have like different flight mode kind of things going on. That would be pretty cool. Go ahead and get this angle. Okay, that reprofiling of the nose is nice. I like this reprofiling. We're gonna stick with this. I don't want to get too carried away with it, but I think this will look pretty good because it's still gradually coming in. Let me see. Oh, I know, game. I know I haven't saved it in a second. Give me a moment. Getting lost. Lost in the building process. Okay, so we just have that couple more nose bits to get here. You know what? I actually kind of like the fanging going on here. What if I just straight fanged it out right here? Maybe some like... Let me see what the sharp ones look like for the hell of it. So many sharp edges. You're gonna cut yourself on this dang thing, man. That looks interesting. It's like a stingray nose. I like the experiment, and I kind of want to go with it. Stingray nose. Ooh. So let me see here. I want to have another block line, possibly meeting on the front edge. So if I want this to line up, I gotta start it right there. Oh, nope. Where would I be able to line this up? It seems like it lines up right there. And then maybe go backwards with a square pyramid. Nah. I want to keep how I had it before. So let's do like that. Right there. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. Project Flavor, bro. Decepticon. Lord Megatron. I mean, with the silver, it is kind of getting the it's getting the Megatron appearance. Oh, did I undershoot that? Oh, Oh, hell. Oh, hell. There we go. Spicy. Can't wait to add some weapons to this bad boy. Let me see. Where do I want to go with the nose from here? Start building the body down another layer so we can start figuring out our angles going forward. Do I want to go triple layer possibly? Let's see. Yeah, I think possibly a triple might be good here. No, do not double layer it, or don't go multiples. All right. Let me see. Going back, I want to bring this back and see what it looks like when you start bringing it back. I also need to go back and delete some of my mounting blocks because those are getting a little out of hand right now. There's a lot of mounting blocks starting to build up, and I haven't gone back and deleted a lot of them. Mounting block cleanup. There's probably loads of them I'm gonna miss. Oh man. Oh brother, this guy. There's actually not as many mounting blocks left as I thought there would be. Definitely some over here. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all of them. I kind of wanted to get them out of here before they started becoming out of hand. Get them out of here. Alright. Let's see. I want to see what this next layer looks like as it gets implemented. I think 3 might have been a good choice because I'm liking how it's looking so far. Where does that... Oh, it terminates right there. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get this next one. And just bring it all the way back to our thruster setup. And why not see what it looks like? I just want to see what this ends up having the appearance of when I do this. Don't know if that is the route I want to go for this other thruster side. I want to go with a different angle there. There we go. Go ahead and get these filled in. Always want to do those 2 angles first. Ah. Okay. Whoa, accidentally tabbed out. All right. Let me me see what's gonna happen if I was to do the uneven thing. I don't know if this is gonna work right or not. So we're gonna commit to this whole going this thing. I don't know about that though. I'm just not feeling that. I feel like this should match. Which it looks like it actually could match. It's just gonna be one off. Oh man, I'd have to reprofile that whole side. Unless I can get this to jam in there nicely. So I have a possible idea. Go like so. Oh, I think it's gotta be back one more. Maybe not. This is actually the right one right here. So just do something like this. Wait, is it still? Oh, it's still too much. So what if we match in to this angle? I just don't think I would be able to get it to work how I'd like it to. It would actually look right. Because I'm going to end up having to reprofile this. Was the hinge broken or the values hard to understand that first time? I thought the hinge... It was hard for me to actually understand at first for the sequencer pieces, because how the hinges work, they or like with the whole starting at 90 and then reversing values. I need to fix some of these angles. I got some messed up angles here. They don't align. I didn't put this one out far enough. I think I can still save this thing and return the angles back without having to rebuild the whole thing. Because I don't want to have to rebuild this whole block line. Alright, so I got those in. I could just do this, but doing this might lead to it being really odd looking. Okay. Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, no, I feel you. I've lost my ship a couple times forgetting to getting the anchor going, and then it just like falls from some really high distance or something. I'm gonna go run after it. Whoa. Let's see here. Seeing how this angle terminates. I mean, I think my only option is to stick with matching this one edge here. I think matching the body edge is probably better to go for than matching the engine line, unless I'm really willing to actually change that engine line, because that would mean one of the lines has to change, unless I just want to be okay with the asymmetry here. That almost lines up. Not really. Not really. Okay. Let me just go ahead and bring this in and then see what it looks like. I feel like we should go with this. This actually does seem to work. Alright. Is that going to be big enough? Oh. One of those situations. Alright. Yeah, that could work. I just really wish I could get this angle to look more tidy. Might have some experimentation idea to go with that. Oh yeah, you build in space a lot. Yeah, I would do it if the lighting was better. Unless you're kind of building near a star, the lighting can be a little rough in space sometimes. It's just really dark, as space should be. I don't think space should be too bright. Unless you're right in front of a star. Ooh, random yawn. Let me see here. Let's go right here. Where does that terminate? Right there? Yeah. And then this inner edge, the inner fang, I'm going to meet with the outer fang. I won't. Okay. So this will be one fang. Guess I'd want to do something like that. The weapons are likely going to be mounted inside these fangs. I want to go ahead and taper that more. All right. At the moment, small mining ship go to big capital ship. That dock, we were talking about. Oh wow, nice. I like that little mining ship that I made for the the survival series that we're playing right now, because the little the wolf spider is really fun. Uh, it's a pretty useful ship. It's definitely been doing the mining job pretty well. Okay, so I think that's even. There we go. Is that the correct layer? I believe so. That is not the correct layer. Not no way, no how. Gotta go all the way back, I believe. Yeah, that should be it. No, that is not it either. Let's just start from the correct edge. That is our angle. I think it needs to be 2 though. Or no, it needs to be 3. There we go. Now I understand. I made it way too big before. Okay. Need to finish that off there. Using the intake design. Yeah, I feel you. Oh yeah, the wolf spider. Yeah, I like the wolf spider. It ended up turning out cool. Like I say, I think you'll like the new series. Like I say, I got like an overarching Star Wars themed storyline going on, and like I live legitimate cutscenes. I've been doing voice acting using voice changers. It's been fun. Been sometimes even adding some special effects in. I've been going pretty hard in the paint with the editing lately. Let's see. Oh, this one right here needs to be a normal block. I was like, what is that gonna line up? Because that needs to be a normal block. And then we go into the inverse. Okay. Oh, that is actually the wrong mounting point. I actually think that is also too. Because we need to be mounting from here. Did I go? Yeah. I was gonna say, I think I went one too far back. There we go. Oh, now we're not. Oh, because I gotta do that. Oh, no, I didn't make it tall enough. Good job. Good job, me. There we go. Let's see. This is definitely turning out to be a pretty wicked shell. I'm not gonna front. And I have some ideas on what I'm gonna replace some of these parts with. Yeah, I want to check the weight of this thing soon. Oh yeah. Yeah, that could definitely be an option. I feel like that might actually work. That is definitely an option. Can I actually, I think I can actually have a flat wall here. Which is good, because that means I finally found the reset point. There we did. We did it, guys. I got the whole next layer on. Nice. I really am doing this like a 3D printer, just going down the hole as I go. And this is only like half the ship, or probably like a quarter of it. I'm definitely going to be making it much longer than this. It is looking sleek, guys. Very futuristic. Very futuristic, very sleek. And I might use the copy paste tool, detach these, put them on hinges, and make it where these can bend. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to likely take the copy paste tool and rip both of these off, and then put them on hinges and have it where they can tilt up or down sideways. Having them sideways mounted. What do you think about that, guys? Because if I change if you toggle your engines on and off, you could do VTOLs and stuff. Like, for example, if I wanted to put these on rotators, I could make it where they could VTOL, things like that. I just got to cut it at the right point here. And I think it's right here. Cut it at that point. And I think that would work. Oh, glad you like it. I let me see. Let me see if I could easily grab this with copy paste. See how challenging this would be. Because there's very much a possibility I could go ahead and actually yoink this with a copy paste. Let me just get rid of the magnet for now. Okay. Would I want to do this from the bottom, possibly? You want to do it from usually the widest point first. Okay, so like right here. Okay. I might be... Oh, yeah, I'm going to want to do this from the opposite direction. Yeah. Oop. You'd want to be starting up at the top. Will this actually work? Okay. Okay, we're cooking. I think that is the cut point right there, actually. Boom. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. I believe I have it all. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh yeah, I think that is all of it. Well, that's the right side. Now, since I have this, couldn't I actually put this on the bottom and have this as the other side? Well, probably not, since I copied it that was this direction. Probably not, no. Alright, so I still have this saved in the copy paste tool. So what would I want to... I would probably want to go... Let me make sure it's correct first. And then we can use the box delete tool. So let me... Oh yeah, let's just get another starter block. I was going to say, what can I put this on that won't damage anything? Oh, how about I just put a random piece jutting out, and then we can just... Because I want to make sure I actually truly have everything here. I can't quite tell. Okay. Get my copy paste tool here. I'm just going to put it right there. Oh my god, it put it... Oh no! It actually does it in mirroring. I didn't know that. Okay, that's all of it. Oh my god, it mirrored it. I didn't realize that happened. Okay, now we need the box delete tool. Okay, we'll replace the rounded glass arch for now. Okay. Oh god. Okay, now we need to go and do the opposite with the box delete tool. Oh god. Box delete tool isn't going to be easy to use either, is it? Okay. Okay, well that worked. Okay, kind of manually delete this somewhat here. Now, did the box delete tool actually delete it from both sides, I hope? I might end up wanting to use the box delete on the vents, that's for sure. Okay, so let's try to use the box delete for the rest of this. I just gotta get these angles. Okay. It's not quite all of it, but hey, we'll take it. It's kind of fun watching it all get destroyed. Here we go. This is probably the way to do it. You start on a flat surface on the top and then bring it down. Because this works just like the copy paste tool, basically. Oh, good enough. I didn't quite get all of it. Alright. Before I go and actually rip this other wing off for real, I gotta make sure that that thing is still in my copy paste. Let me make sure. You still in there? Oh, it's still in there. Okay. Too much flavor. Alright. So let's go and start the box delete from like right here. We are definitely not gonna get all of it. Make sure I'm not overshooting. Okay, that is the spot. Blast it. Hit it with the TNT, champ. That was fun. The box delete tool is enjoyable to watch. Nukes everything in a nice... Oh yeah, it did get rid of both sides. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna turn these into like VTOLs. We're gonna get crazy with it, guys. Because if you toggle on and off your thrusters, you can make thrusters change directions. We did it! Yay! Alright, now I need to reprofile the side here. And we need to add the rotors and hinges and such in. So... let's do this. So we'll put the hinge thing, right around the halfway point, which seems to be right around there. That is the halfway point, I think, right there. We do need a small block line as a buffer. And this one actually could go all the way across. If there are rotors just kind of hidden in there. Okay. Okay. Let me get the wings back on before I save this again. So let's get some... You need to make sure that these rotors are big enough, because if the weight gets too heavy on them, it's going to be a bad time. So I think we're going to rotor stack. Because if I put a rotor and then another rotor, I can basically negate that issue. Okay. We're just going to get rid of the arm for a second. I think, yeah, we're just going to rotor stack. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah, because you can make it basically zero out the weight. So if you just stack rotors, it won't really detect the weight. Kind of a little cheesy method. And you can have a tiny rotor basically move something that is monstrous, to sum it up. We need to have it unblocked on the end at least. Okay. So if that, yeah, we want that to be the front point. Okay. Then we need our arm back, because the arm is the main thing I was going to connect it together with. Where's my arm? My arm. Oh yeah, it's right here. Actually, would the cone possibly be better? Let's rotor stack first. I actually forgot I got a rotor stack. We don't need the box delete tool anymore. Alright. There we go. And we wouldn't use the back rotor. We would only use this front rotor. Yeah, only the front rotor gets used. Let me make sure the rotor can spin. Yup, we're good. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. You would have to use... No. Cancel that. I would have to use the back rotor because the front rotor is what's going to hold all the weight. Oh yeah, true. You got a good idea. You got a good point. You never know if something's gonna go wrong. I probably should put this on a different thing. Wish I had another vehicle laying around. I'm almost ready to just pop this right in the hole, but I just can't quite do it yet. So what I need to do, I need to shape out this hole here. It can't be square. Because when the rotors are stacked, you have this square bit right here. I think if I just change my block grid to get a little bit of breathing room on it, I think that would be fine. Because effectively, what it just needs is like this kind of situation. Would I want to possibly try to hit it with an inverse right there? Oh. Yeah, because this has to be unobstructed. This rotor can't get blocked. So this would be the solution. And then fill this in. I guess we can just go and seal it like that. There. Now it has a nice little cubby. I wish I could get the inverse to work right here. That is not gonna look right, will it? No. Not really. Because that's like undershooting pretty badly. Oh wait. 2 actually matches. What am I thinking? Okay. Cool. I can fix this angle again. I think I'm about ready to actually mount the part. I just need to get this block back in. Because the weight shouldn't be a problem now. I got a double rotor stack. And with the double rotor stack, like I say, effectively it's not going to detect the weight on the other rotor. Unless Suna changed something without me knowing. I think this one has to be... Oh, I was going to say, I was going to try to make it a wedge here. Just change the angle off. That wouldn't look right though. I think stick with what works right here. And then we need to meet this back in. Yeah. So like that. The thing is, I don't want to go change this too much because we're about to put on the wing piece again. Let me backtrack this a little bit because we are about to add the wing piece, and then I'm just going to rebuild to that wing piece. Let me get those back on. Okay, let me see if it'll... Are you going to connect in nice and tidy, or are you going to be bad? Okay, is that upside down? A little bit. Something doesn't quite look right. Is it going to be deeper in? Okay, let me just put it. Yes, it is possibly... When I copy pasted it, I did not get all of it. I'm missing the roof. That's why. That's why I looked off. I'm missing the roof, but that's actually like only 3 pieces I gotta add, so that's fine. That is definitely not where I want it to sit, though. But that's on the rotor. I think I gotta get a new copy-paste job from a different angle. So I'm gonna have to keep that there. Because I need to get a different copy-paste angle. If I want to mount that onto the rotor, I will... Because I want to be able to mount it right in that spot where it was before. And this is why it's good I didn't save the vessel yet. Because this is where we can actually revert back to the other version. I'm actually going to save this as a secondary copy for Project Flavor Alt to make sure that they're separated out. And then we are just going to revert back to where we were, because that's the one nice thing we can do since we never saved it for a good portion of time. Because I liked how we had it. I'm just going to need to get the copy paste tool with a right angle with the copy. So let me unspawn. Oh god. All right. And then we'll go ahead and unspawn this. And then respawn. Let's just only include our folder. Right here. Project Flavor. There she is. Back to where we were. Because I saved it directly after finishing the last layer. So, yep, we're exactly where we were before. Nice. So, I will say it is like 3:30 in the morning, guys. I do need to get some sleep. We're going to continue on this craft tomorrow, but I also still need to record chapter 8 for the survival series. What I'll leave you with tonight, guys, something special for you. We will I'll give you guys one chapter of the new survival series, because it isn't rendered yet, but it doesn't mean I can't watch it. Cause I can still literally just pull up DaVinci Resolve and full screen it, and you can literally watch it like that. Yeah, it's past 3 a.m. for me. It's pretty dang late. And I gotta work tomorrow. I do work a full-time job on top of doing everything else. Alright, guys, I'm loading up DaVinci Resolve right now. Let me show it. Let me see. Resolve, there she is. We're loading in, guys. We're going into the program. Sneak peek. Here they are. The projects. You guys ready to see how insane the timeline is for this? Oh dear God. All right, let me change the okay. All right, it's about 5.5 hours right now. Let me zoom out my timeline. Oh, that looks fun. This is like 5.5 hour timeline. I've edited it hard too. So I mean, I guess it's only fitting we start with what chapter though? Because there was one part of the survival chapter. I think we made a fun mining chair. Ooh, where was that? God, I made this thing so long. Whatever. Go to the beginning. Go to the beginning. Wait, why isn't it? We want to go all the way back. Let me scan it all the way back. Send it. We're at 5 hours and 30 minutes right now. All right, zoom it all the way out. Send it. Full screen it. Where is it? We are right now rendering proxies too. Let's do camera originals. Melt my hard drive or melt my drive. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn down the volume a little bit because, of course, my voice is probably gonna be really loud over it. Let me see here. Oh, we're in the export. That might be our problem. I didn't realize I was in the export tab. Good thing I wasn't anymore. I was like wondering why did my tab look a little bit different. Okay. Whoa. I forget how I full screened. Wait.
Welcome to Starship EVO, the ultimate space
Hearing
sandbox,
myself help.
where you can create and explore wherever you want in a vast, vast galaxy.
Can I actually full screen it?
No Man's
I know
Sky
I can.
and Space Engineers had a love child created all by one dev.
Oops.
And he's created a hidden gem. I'm going to show you the ins and outs of this game, from the basics all the way to complex methods. I'm going to be your guide for the next 6 hours. But I have an index already.
You can kind of see
up,
how everything's all laid out here.
You can just skip around to the part.
It's actually kind of crazy seeing it like this.
The codex is going to pop up on the screen, and that will show you the different times for all the.
Oh yeah, I actually have my volume.
I am going to cover. Here. My name is Space, your intergalactic guide to Starship EVO. Let's dive right into this world.
Probably shouldn't have pressed that.
Started.
The timeline seems to be rendering pretty well, even though I'm not using proxies. I went crazy with this, man. I can't believe I went so deep with this. I mean, I know you guys aren't like brand new players, and I mean, things like the getting started would be like straight up not super duper useful for you guys.
Starship EVO main
but I mean,
I'm gonna show
you guys are
you
getting
around
little sneaks.
The first thing we got over here is
I basically like literally I go through everything because I'm straight up, and this is geared towards new players. I mean,
are going to be coming to the game.
Straight up, I go through everything.
You're gonna see
everything in this video.
And you can click on
this arena is 5.5 hours long.
Open your internet
like no joke. I go deep.
The latest changes.
Let's go deeper in
made by
because
one developer, this is I might have mentioned already, and he does all kinds of patches to this game constantly.
Don't worry, you guys are gonna see the whole video here soon. Let's go a little bit deeper in. Let's like to an actual. Maybe like the building basics chapter or something. Here, we'll go to chapter 2. To chapter 2 and introduce you to all the building process and the basic blocks. Okay. Oh man, chapter 2 is really long though. Holy shit. Oh god. See, I can't really show you guys a whole chapter right now, like genuinely, because like you guys are gonna have to wait for the video to come out. I'm just kind of giving you guys a sneak peek of it. We're just bouncing around a little bit.
Welcome to chapter 2, where I'm going to
But
show
look,
you
I lay
all
out
the
like
basics
all
of
the
how to
different
use all the
blocks, the grid
blocks,
sizes. I explain
and
everything. Look at these
how all of
little
them
drop
kind of
downs that I
fit
made.
together, you could say.
But check
So
these
I
out.
have an example of the 2
So you
meter
see these
grid,
drop downs.
the 1
Look at how
meter
many are
grid,
in this video.
the half meter
We
grid,
go here.
the quarter
Look
meter
at this.
grid, and then the 1/10 grid.
See,
This
all
is
these
the
little
smallest one, and I
things
love
you
the
see here,
smallest blocks.
those are
And then
all
we
little
have
drop downs
the
that are coming,
wedge.
appearing.
These are all in
All
1
these.
meter here. I'm showing.
Keep zooming out.
The pyramid.
All through the whole thing.
The square pyramid.
Very cool.
And then we have the inverse
This
pyramid.
is definitely the hard.
And we have a cargo ship doing somersaults in the background.
I love this bit.
About that. All right. So you have all of the blocks.
Quality.
Here. This is your canvas.
This whole time I did this section, the ship was just flipping in the background.
All these grids, as many as you want, all the way up to the 32 meter grid, if you change the setting in your grid settings, the F1 menu, if you change this maximum.
See what I mean? I did these all through the video, like all kinds of like either tips or just my own personal opinions, recommendations. They're all over the place. I like these little drop downs I made. These are nice.
But this is just the basics. Now, I recommend for this part of the tutorial, and
like I say, I try to cover every base in this.
Follow along, and really the best way to learn anything is by practice. You gotta actually do it. Just watching or reading something just doesn't usually do it fully for you. So what you're gonna do, press tab and open up your menu. I ain't kidding when I made this like for brand spanking new players, like people that have no clue what they're doing. This is your bricks.
And as you go through the video, you're going to get to more advanced stuff because we get to like survival and stuff later on.
Craft everything from assemblers and such.
For sure, man. I mean, that's my goal is like, I'm trying to spread the word more of EVO, but not only that, I am trying to, like, I genuinely have been one of the leading content creators for this game at this point. I mean, when you search Starship EVO, that survival series is now like one of the top things you see, and I really do appreciate all the support, guys. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying it. You already know. I wouldn't be getting the views if I didn't seem like I was enjoying the game, if it felt like a chore. So I genuinely like love EVO a lot. Definitely one of my favorite games to mess around with.
2 items, and that's all you need for now. So you can go ahead and press tab again, back out of that menu. And what you're gonna do is we're
oh yeah, true. Yeah, like they're part of the HUD.
Now,
yeah, I tried to theme them out.
We won't see the green right now because we're not.
Let me show you a little sneak peek, or show you how those things work in Fusion. This is what's so cool about DaVinci Resolve, is you have the fusion thing. So if I just go in here and open one of my little drop downs inside Fusion, this is what it looks like. It's a bunch of nodes. Let me hide my clips, hide my effects. This is how it works. You have an input. I know this is going to look like a confusing mess, but you can do some insane stuff in here. And you create all this stuff from scratch. So like we had the EVO logo here. So let me output this. Kind of see. I have this animated, and it's animated straight up from this transform node. So this is all put together like, but with a node system. It all starts with this text. I can edit the text, and then the text is going like into the transform. It merges into the main line, goes to the immediate out. It's a lot. The chapter glossary, and I do all this stuff from scratch, and then I can just copy and paste it down the line, edit the words, and doing these fusion things, it's really fun because it's like you have Photoshop and stuff built into your editing program. It's wild. Let me go into the glossary and you can kind of see what I mean about the chapter glossary, because that's also kind of, so we got all the stages. The chapter glossary might actually make a little bit more sense. So the chapter glossary starts right here with a background photo right here. I run it through a transform and then I run it through a fast noise, which is basically a fog effect. That's what gives that animated looking effect. See? It's like almost like a lava lamp in there. So then I take that fast noise, merge it into this line, take a rectangle mask. You can kind of see here. If I move the rectangle, there, see, there's a rectangle mask on there. And that is merged into this with another background. And this background, you'll see, is basically the base to make all this show up. This merges down to this merge node, connecting to the Starship EVO logo, that which has a transform, and the transform allows you to change the area on the screen. You can resize whatever the element is. You can flip it around, rotate it, recolor it. And how you insert new nodes. So for example, I wanted to change the color of the Evo emblem. I could go and click on that, and then I go over here and choose like color correction, or I just chose blur. I don't want blur. So I'm just gonna undo that. Control Z, and then switch it to color correct. And look, now I can switch the Starship EVO logo to like whatever color of the rainbow. That's kind of how easy it is. I mean, it just like there's all kinds of guides on YouTube, and DaVinci Resolve, this is all free. You just go download this and like start making videos this way. Like I mean, this upped my editing game so much. I've been watching all kinds of tutorials, taking classes on Resolve, getting my editing game up, and it's been so fun.
See legit.
And I mean, it like going into my other projects. So let me show you inside my other projects, guys, because I know showing the sneak peeks of the Ultimate Survival series, it's like 6 hours long. It's a lot. But let me show you like the inner workings of one of my like survival episodes, and like how I do the little cinematic bits and stuff, because those are fun. Oh yeah, for sure. There's so many people that actually make Resolve videos. Like Resolve's content's pretty popular on YouTube. Sorry we have black screen right now. It's because I have to reload Resolve. I had to restart the program since I exited out of that other project. So give me just a moment, let it restart, and then I'm going to load up probably episode 4 of my survival series, and I'll show you the inner workings of that, because that has my voiceover work, and I used a little bit like the voice changer and stuff. So let's go into Call of the Void episode 4. Oh, so I sadly can't get into it. Apparently the media is, oh, because I think I've already cleaned it off the drive, haven't I? Yikes. So I might have already cleaned it off the drive. Um, so let's skim through the YouTube video together, and I will tell you about the inner work. Actually, no, I think I still have episode 5. Wait, I can load up episode 5. I can't load up 4, but I can load 5. One sec, guys. I know it's black screen again. You guys are seeing the void. It's beautiful, isn't it? The void, staring into the void. Honestly, it'd be easier to stream the Resolve stuff, because recording Resolve while editing is really hard. It's taxing as hell on the PC. I'm amazed that streaming while showing Resolve is going so well. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. So episode 5 loaded. So let me go into the inner workings. This is how a intro works. So going in, we're gonna have to load proxies because as you can see, it's a little laggy. It's struggling a little bit for proxies. All right, let it re-render. So, like I have my little space productions thing, and you kind of see where the music track comes in. And then I switched over to like the little Mandalorian thing. So as you can see, there was a lot of lag behind it. This is because, see what I mean? Because I'm streaming, it's struggling right now. It's struggling so hard to keep up. Because this is the thing about Resolve, when you're editing, like editing on a PC is very taxing on the system, and especially the GPU. So while I'm streaming using OBS too, there could definitely be some struggles. This is definitely the video I realized I need to recolor grade. We'll just watch the little ending scene. So this is what I was talking about with the story stuff. I don't know if it's going to load. Chillin'. Maybe? Oh, it looks like.
I'm
See.
returning to you, my lord.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
You might hear about the force sensitive.
This is just me using voice changers. It's great.
My lord,
I've been doing.
I have docked in the Star Destroyer, and I'm ready to report to you.
So you're basically seeing episode 5 into the story. There's a lot that's been going.
Force sensitive, and
there's a plan
to hear. I think it might be time to use our plan.
So this is like the main
Master,
kind of Sith apprentice that's working for this dude.
About the force sensitive.
And I haven't revealed who the Sith Lord is yet.
It's the perfect opportunity for us to use Foul Winter. Should I load up the bomb?
But I mean, if anybody knows. So the Rogue Shadow name drop kind of confirms who it is. I mean, if you know who the Rogue Shadow belonged to, then you already know who I'm bringing back for this storyline.
Yes, Master. It will be done.
So where this sits in the timeline would be 14 years after episode 7, and this is before the events of Force Awakens. This is before the fall of Luke's training temple. Okay, so at the start of the whole Reborn saga, when I started the Reborn saga, this Sith apprentice that was just in this last scene was part of my crew on the last survival playthrough. If you guys remember that guy, he was literally part of my crew on the last survival playthrough. And that guy betrayed me. He basically left me for dead. I like died and then I got reincarnated by the Force, to sum it up. Got back by like Force Ghost, to sum it up. And you could the Easter egg, I'm just going to spoil it for you guys. The Easter eggs in a couple of those survival episodes, if you look in the background, every once in a while, you might see Force Ghosts. Those 3 Force Ghosts, that is Yoda, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. That is the 3 Force Ghosts that are watching over my character right now. And they're sometimes sprinkled in the background of the new episodes, and nobody's mentioned them yet, so they haven't noticed the Easter eggs. But yeah, basically, if you know who has the Rogue Shadow, I'm just gonna spoil it. It's Starkiller. Starkiller is being brought back. If you guys remember, Starkiller was Darth Vader's apprentice from the Force Unleashed series, all that stuff. You know, it went with the whole cloning thing, and then he was
Vader's secret apprentice. Emperor Palpatine found out about him. He had to be disposed of, but he didn't actually dispose of him. Then there's all the stuff with Force Awakens 2, blah, 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 or Force Unleashed 2, I mean. But the point is that the Sith Lord that this apprentice is working for is Star Killer. It is Star Killer, but he's, in, the Sith Lord form. If you guys remember from the game, he had that version with the helmet, the clawed hands, all that. That is this version of Star Killer as he went full Sith. And this is long after, like, Vader's dead already. Of course, the events of Return of the Jedi already happened. But I have basically brought Starkiller back because Starkiller's been forgotten about by Star Wars. Like Star Wars doesn't care about Starkiller anymore, which is so sad. And I love Starkiller as a character, and I wanted to bring him back. So he is basically the main Sith Lord. That is a little spoiler, but only you guys that here will know. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I know I just rambled on a little bit, but that is where I'm at with the story. Uh, you might understand a little bit. I will kind of spoil Fellwinter too a little bit. So Operation Fellwinter, which will be episode 6, I created a fuel base to the center of the planet on the last episode of my series because I had to make a new fuel system to fuel up my ship. I didn't have water nearby, so I had to dig to the center of the Earth, and then I made a pipe system. That opening is still open. That's still open on the top. What's going to happen is the apprentice is going to come through with the rogue shadow and drop a bomb inside that hole, to sum it up. But it is not going to be a normal bomb. Fellwinter is a type of nitrogen bomb or something like that that is going to freeze the core of the planet, turning it basically into the Ice Age, and it's going to lead to the planet's destruction. The planet will be no more. The starter planet is going to get destroyed in my storyline. And it's the domino effect that's going to trigger that is going to start in the next episode. Fellwinter, Operation Fellwinter. So that is a little spoiler for you guys. Anyway that runs back the stream, but I was like, what the heck, man? You just told me the whole story. No, don't worry. I have some surprises up my sleeve. Yes. I'm gonna make a cool Star Wars timeline. Don't worry, Starkiller is gonna get revealed. I have an idea of how I'm gonna reveal Star Wars. Right now, I'm gonna have to figure out, probably get the video game character model, get the character model from the game, green screen over, and then I could actually transport the Star Killer from the actual video game into the video and basically mix Star Killer into Starship EVO, that way using Resolve, because I can use a mask and basically add footage of him overlaid, using the PC version of the game. It sounds insane, but that would allow me to actually have a working Star Killer in the game. That would means he could use his lightsaber and everything in my video. But I also know how to make Space use a lightsaber, because I know how to make a lightsaber in DaVinci Resolve from scratch. Now it's just about tracking onto Space's hand to be able to do a lightsaber duel. That's the fun part. No, I wouldn't be doing that. I would genuinely be just recording footage from Force Unleashed. Take Star Killer, basically remove the background from it, replace it with the mesh, which would be the background of whatever game plays Starship EVO, and I'd be inserting Star Killer into Starship EVO that way through editing, through the power of editing, basically through a mesh. That would be, to sum up, what I'm doing. You'd be using the power of fusion can do that. This program Resolve is used by movie makers. Some of your favorite movies you've seen in like the last 10 years have been made in this program. Of course, it's the bot version for like $300, but the free version could do almost every single thing the bot version has. And the bot version, really the only things that you don't get in the free version is the AI stuff. There's a bunch of AI stuff in the pro version of this that are really make things more streamlined and easy. but you don't need all that stuff. You could do it all yourself. You don't need AI to do it all for you. You can just do it. So really, the free version can do almost every single thing the pro version can do already. So just get normal Resolve. Just go download Resolve 21. Like I said, countless YouTube tutorials on how to do this, to make this kind of stuff. But I mean, it, like opening up this, like this is the little intro bit, and this is like, so that little star field effect. It is literally just a 3D effect that is fully built inside of Fusion that is given to you as like a preset. But see that little star field effect? It is all just in there. Anyway, enough rambling, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I will be back probably tomorrow, do a little stream. And maybe we'll do a bit of live editing of the survival guide for that last chapter. And we'll see what we get into. But yeah. Have a good night, everybody. I've yammered on enough. I need to get some sleep. I gotta work tomorrow. If I stream again tomorrow, it would be around like 11 p.m. Eastern time, 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern time. That would be likely the idea. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Have a good night, everyone, and be looking for that ultimate survival guide coming out soon. I might be able to try to get it done tomorrow and then get it uploaded. We'll see. Bye, everyone.